Hey guys, Jack here, and today I wanted to bring you a video on reviewing the new Call of Duty. And I know it's been out for a while and there's no big surprises about it, but I always give it a shout, let it have its day kind of thing, because it isn't the worst. If you read all the reviews by people, it's apparently like the worst Call of Duty and it's been given a lot of stick. But I don't think it's that bad. It's not as bad as people make it out to be. You just got to kind of give it a go. So what I'm going to do in this video is I'm going to go through the three main parts of the Call of Duty games, the reason people play it. There's the campaign, the zombies, and the multiplayer. Obviously the multiplayer being the main part of it. So first of all, I'm going to do the campaign. It's got it in the background at the start. Obviously I'm not finished the campaign, I'm part way through it, but I didn't want to, just in case someone was like, hey, do I get it? I don't know if I should get it. I don't want to kind of ruin it by showing them like a further along part. But so I obviously chose to do the beginning. The story isn't great. It's your typical kind of story, nothing really going on, and I don't really feel a connection to the characters. In Call of Duty 4, what to me was the best campaign I've ever played. Obviously it was one of the best games they ever made, and since then they've really struggled to make a game to compete with it. I think Call of Duty 1's multiplayer was the best, and World at War Zombies were just, it was scary. Zombies was originally made to be scary, and that's what they did. So you don't feel connection to the characters. It isn't great. There's nothing really different about it. They don't add anything to them. The campaign was a bit disappointing, to be fair, because you always want like a good campaign, so it to always be fun, but there isn't nothing different. It's the same old, really. You're the good guy fighting the bad guy. The bad guy kind of starts really tearing shit up. Then you come and save the day at the end. That's it. No, I'm not really impressed with it. It's the same old same. I'm a kind of guy who likes a twist ending. Something you weren't expecting. But no, we just got the same stuff as always. But I don't think I honestly didn't play the campaign before I jumped in the multiplayer. I straight away went into the multiplayer, and when the servers were down the other day, I thought, do you know what? I still want to play the game. Servers down, I can't go online, so I might as well just play offline, play the campaign, see what it's like. And I'm not very impressed with it. But no, it's up to you. I don't think many people play the campaign. I think most people just play the multiplayer and play the zombies. I don't think they really focus too much on the campaign. I understand that they got a load of celebrities in for the campaign. Obviously Jon Snow from Game of Thrones, and obviously there's a few others. What's his name? The MMA fighter. For the life of me I can't remember his. But he's in it making cameos. Lewis Hamilton's in it. But what's the point of having all them people and paying all the money if the storyline itself is just really not up to scratch? So if I was to give it a rating, I'll give it a 3, because it's not like outstandingly awful, but it's nothing to shout about. There's nothing great about it. There's nothing different about it. You don't feel connection to the characters. So yeah, if you're getting the game for the campaign, I suggest not to, because it's not that great. Now what we're going to do is move on. Right, now to the zombies. I like the zombies. I think it's a lot of fun. And I think that's what the new kind of format for zombies is now, is that it's a lot of fun. I remember in World at War when they first brought out zombies, and it was terrifying. It was generally really scary. But now games are all about enjoying yourself. You've got to have fun while you're playing your games. And I think they capture this really well. They changed it up. I think the theme of it's really, really quite funny. I thoroughly enjoy it. Zombies are what I understand, it's just great game mode. You can't really go wrong with it. Your round survival kind of game. I think they've always been quite popular, and I know people wanted to have zombies in their own game, but I think it's better to have it as a part of the multiplayer, as part of the campaign, and I enjoy it. I think it's a lot of fun. I think my first game I got to around 19, if I'm not mistaken. I like the idea of boss zombies. They've brought like giant zombies back that you can level up in the games. That's quite good. I'm not to fully explore everything. Obviously, the points are now dollars. So you can kind of feel a bit like you've got a load of money. No, it's not rounds, it's scenes. We've just seen now, it's on scene 2. And it's fun. And I like that about this game, is that you can have a lot of fun playing it. You know, if you're with your mates, you can sit there for hours and hours just having an absolute laugh, doing the Easter eggs. And yeah, like, you can't really go wrong with the zombies. They've kind of done really well with it. I'm so happy that, you know, I think it was the other Call of Duty, where they did all the Spec Ops stuff. You know, trying to replace zombies with Spec Ops was just, it's just awful. They really should have just left it alone. You know, I can't imagine it's too difficult to make a zombies like game mode or with the maps. You know, they've done it loads of times. So what's the difference from just adding it again, or if they just completely run out of ideas, or they just wanted to go to change something different? But you know, the community knows what they want, and what they wanted was zombies, and lucky enough, that's what they gave us. Because you know, there's obviously you've got Syndicate. You know, it was a massive view playing zombies, and that's how I started playing zombies quite competitively. You know, trying to get to high rounds and stuff like that, and doing all the trains, obviously. But yeah, I'm just happy they brought it back, because without zombies, it's not the same game. You feel like you're being, you know, with the Spec Ops, you felt like you was just paying for something that was just really terrible. Yeah, I like the leveling system. It's just a really good game mode. But now we're going to go to the main game mode, what I think everyone more or less plays, and the only thing, you know, like 95% of people play Call of Duty 4, and that is the multiplayer, what I will go into detail. Right guys, now this is the main part you've all probably been waiting for, and that is the multiplayer. So I'm playing Infected because this turned around what I thought of the multiplayer. I like it. I do like the multiplayer. I don't think it's awful, but it's not great. It's the same as all the other Call of Duties, really. They haven't really changed it. You know, I couldn't name a change. Okay, they added 2 new game modes, what ain't great, you know. They just stick to the old game modes. There was nothing really wrong with them. You know, everyone plays a team deathmatch, domination. But, I don't know, I felt like they could have done more, better game modes. This is just going to be easy, a couple of kills here. And I don't know what to say. I know this is the main game mode. This is what everyone plays for Call of Duty. You know, most people spend their time on this game mode, but I don't know. I obviously I would love to say it's great, it's fun, it's everything you want it to be, but it's not brilliant. You know, I think the best multiplayers were Modern Warfare 2, because it was just again, like the zombie, it was fun. You know, you could just pick a stupid kill streak and stuff like that, and you could just go around killing people. You know, no scoping. It was just, like I said, it was just fun. You can play with your mates. You can do secret hiding spots, and they haven't got this with this game. It's the same as all the others. Nothing really special, but it ain't awful. Don't listen to, like I said, it's the game where don't listen to reviews, because give it your own opinion. I bought Battlefield 1 because the reviews for that were absolutely outstanding. You know, everyone was like raving about how it's so realistic and how great this game's going to be. I didn't like it, and I think that might have been due to I am a Call of Duty player. I've always played Call of Duty, and it's the idea of running around mental. The spawns in this game, actually, I would like to mention this, are pretty terrible. You're usually 99% of the time going to spawn and there's going to be an enemy right next to you. And it's good thing, bad thing that you're not running around trying to find someone, that you're straight away into the combat again. You're for that 8, 9, 10 minutes you're in the game, you are constantly in the action, and your time's not wasted waiting to respawn, and you're going straight into the action. But there isn't anything different. It's the same old kind of thing, but it isn't as bad as people say it is. Just give it a shot. You know, if you've got the money, go and get it. If you don't like it, then obviously you can trade it straight back in. But nah, it's not bad. The one thing I really don't like, and I'm going to show it here, is that they do not have the leaderboards. To me, that feels like the game wasn't finished and they've released the game without it. And they released Infected because they know a few people like a few people, but quite a few people like that game mode. and that was kind of like, oh, we haven't got leaderboards, but we've got infected. Hey, I don't know why they haven't got that. I can't imagine it's the most difficult thing to put into a game, the leaderboards, but for whatever reason they just don't have it. But like I said, they've got a few game modes. You've got these team missions where you can obviously unlock new weapons, and yeah, it's not awful, but it isn't great. It's I rank it above like Ghosts and Black Ops 3, but it's not close enough to like Black Ops 1, Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 1. They were the pinnacle of Call of Duty, and I do think Call of Duty is starting to decline a bit more now. I think they salvaged it a bit with this game, but it's not what it could have been. It could have been great, and they might need to think about taking a bit more time to make their games. I know it comes out every year and everyone goes mental every year, kind of like FIFA, but maybe spend a bit more time on the game and see what you can do. Take it somewhere. You know, they've got the money, they've got the resources. So, you know, they're 50% in the UK. They're 50% down on sales from the last Call of Duty. And I didn't think the last Call of Duty was that good, and I don't think it sold that well either. To be 50% down and to put Call of Duty Modern Warfare Remastered in it kind of shows exactly what they think of this game. They don't think it's great, so they chuck that in there because they know people will buy it just for that. So they didn't do Call of Duty 4 on its own. You had to buy Infinite Warfare with it. So, you know, I bought it with it because I wanted to play the Call of Duty 4 as well. You know, if you get a bit bored or tired with the Infinite Warfare, you can go and play that, and that game is just fun. Yeah, I was playing Shipment on Domination, and you just die every 10 seconds, but then again, you get a kill every 4 seconds, so it really isn't bad. You get a airstrike, and you end up killing like 10 people. But that's my review on the game. I'll give it like a 7 out of 10. It's not great. I think the zombies are really good. The campaign is boring, and the multiplayer is just standard. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. I'm Paul. You know, I know I was gone for a while. Now I'm back, and you know, like, give it a like, give a subscribe. You know, I won't be spamming your inbox. Follow my Twitter, and I'd like to see you guys in this.